It's a promising position, pass somewhat off target. Azar. Serginho. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, that pass isn't the best. And the through ball. And the flag has stayed down. Decent chance! He scores! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Madrid give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Madrid really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Serginho did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Hernandez cuts it out. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Given offside once more. Haaland. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Mbappe. He's found the way through. And the shot! It's bounced back off the post. Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Adams gets across to intercept that. Beckham. Now it's Totti. He's got away. Oh, no joy this time. And that's been one straight. Shoots! It's in! His position was perfect. The invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. And we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. And the pass is intercepted. Nicely weighted ball. And he's in on goal. Takes a shot. It's a goal. Just cruising. They are cruising. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came up beautifully.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 15. El dorsal
Both sides then
18.
taking this chance
El
to
dorsal
turn to their
5.
benches.
Van Nistelrooy.
Madrid are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That has been cut short. Great vision. Now it's Mbappe. It could be it. Takes a shot. Brought out the best in the keeper.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance.
It's Totti! Saka threads one in. That is good alertness. Mendieta. Beckham. And this is Lewandowski. And claimed it back swiftly. He's away. Chance for a shot! And that's wide. No, that was never going to make it.
Oh, great feat, that.
And he's just the keeper to beat! Can he finish? They've done it! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Madrid grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Keeper's dealt with that. 5 minutes to add. Cafu, and this is Beckham. It's out for a goal kick. And he's intervened well there. Van der Vaart, and the through ball. Schneider. Now it's Totti. Neuer. No, he's not going to get any further than that. And that's that. Madrid cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling, at times unplayable, who simply brushed them off. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, Peter...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. In with the challenge, and he's managed to get free. And he's made sure that's not getting through. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
This guy, David Neres, is another talent, well versed in the way of total football.
And the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break, no shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Di Lorenzo, pass somewhat off target. Vinicius Junior, and that is a little undercooked. Good ball, good take. Mbappe! And that has come as a bit of a wake-up call for this defence. Politano, trying to get out of a very sticky situation. He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, good take in a good area. Anguissa, David Neres. Howson does well to get it back. De Bruyne. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go. And a chance! Oh, another save.
Great stop from the keeper. That was something else. He's definitely coming out on top at the moment.
Can he get it through? Mbappe unable to make it happen. And the shot! Well, they've got it back in a hurry. McTominay, he's gone for goal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Bellingham really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Madrid with the corner, they're first. Keeper's dealt with that. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks.
He's having a shot! And it's a goal! And that was as close to certain as can be.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Now, can they get him away? Now, there's a fine ball. Big chance! They've done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Ah, he's given it away. He is through here. That's brave goalkeeping, really decisive.
Ah, Peter, that's as decisive as it comes. The keeper got everything right in that instance.
Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Politano. McTominay.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He has found the way through. Mbappe! Just off target. Could move up a gear here. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Knocks it into space. And that has left him in a heap. And he's worked it through. Oh, he's been caught on it here. It's Lukaku! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's a half-decent try. Poorly directed kick from the keeper. He's given it away. Played back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Shapes to shoot! Now it's Vinicius Junior. That's a nicely shaped ball. It's gone out for a throw-in. Anguissa. Oh no, that was never going to make it. That pass has been well intercepted. De Bruyne. Eder Militao gets across to intercept that. And there's green grass ahead of him. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
De Bruyne takes control of it and he's on the move. De Bruyne! That's got him rattled.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And he was quick to react. Ramani. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Madrid are still behind as we reach out for half-time. He's found a way through. Delivery from Mbappe. Big header! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
David Neres. Oh, nicely intercepted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? McTominay. Vinicius Junior. Oh, played right into his path. Anguissa. No, he's not getting his way this time. The ball's gone astray. And they've got a throw. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. Looking to go deep. That's a lovely, neat pass. That ball looks a good one. Oh no, what has happened here? He's shifting through the gears here. Tchouameni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bellingham gets a foot in here. Now it's Lukaku. Now this could be a chance. Now it's Politano. And the half-time whistle goes. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
And the boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game. And it's easier said than done, as we know.
Se ha encontrado unas llaves de coche con un llavero en forma de balón. Se ruega a su propietario que se ponga en contacto con algún empleado del estadio. Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores.
That gets things going for the second half.
Será sustituido por...
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Romani gets over and intercepts. Nicely aimed pass. Vinicius Junior. And the finish! And he's heaved it away. There will be a throw-in. Here comes the cross. Corner number 2 then. David Neres. He's tried one! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
That's a sharp pass. Madrid different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Gets his head on it! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Threads one in. Oh, easy pickings there.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's through here. And he's in on goal. There's the shot! He scores! It is no contest. It is a landslide. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that.
He rises! No, got right underneath it. Ramani. Tries to play it through. He's in a good... Oh, shooting chance! He has done it!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Madrid playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. Nicely weighted ball. Real chance! No, poor contact, nothing on the shot.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
And he cuts out the supply. And that's put paid to a promising move. Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Great vision. Now it's David Neres. Referee's given a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. McTominay. And it's De Bruyne. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And here's Lukaku.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
McTominay. De Bruyne. Politano. Oh, Red, nice interception. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And he's cut it out. And he's quick to snatch it back. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now it's David Neres. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, no joy this time. Now it's Lukaku. Shoots! Oh, it's hit the post! In he goes again! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Madrid are looking to go forward now. Ramani. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
That is ended up in no man's land. Couldn't squeeze it through. 75 minutes played. That's an imaginative pass. Can he get on the end of this? Turns back here, probably the best option. De Bruyne. Ramani. Valverde cuts it out. No, that's been intercepted. It's a pretty loose pass. Buongiorno kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for the run. It's played through for him. Politano is flagged offside. Now that's well seen too. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And the keeper couldn't hold it. No mistake! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
And yes, it's him again. It's become a case of men against boys. And he's intervened well there. Anguissa. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Politano. Looking to play him in. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Vinicius Junior was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. He's on it, can he get away? Vinicius Junior! And that has flown over. And here's Vinicius Junior. That ball looks a good one. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort, but do hope it's nothing serious.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Now, who's going to be first to this? They're back in possession and ready to go again. Vinicius Junior. It's a throw-in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Can he get onto this? No, it's not getting there. De Bruyne. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's De Bruyne. Oh, that's superb. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, no messing about, it is red. Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Well, I suppose the other choice, Peter, would have been to let your opponent score, so he had no other option.
De Bruyne ready to try one. De Bruyne! Oh, almost a sixth. 4 extra minutes added on. Now it's Mbappe. Looking for options for movement. Great chance! Now that was quite some save.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they've got to find a way around this huge height disadvantage. Politano. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, Aurelien Tchouameni is someone I see as being a real tour de force in that midfield. He's a tireless worker. I've heard so many people say he's just a nightmare to try and get a...
Big chance! They've scored!
What a super start! A total shocker for the opponents. Talk about how to wrestle control. That's how you do it.
And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
Liverpool are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. He's in plenty of space here. It's a promising position. That'll be a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Now, can they get him away? Oh, he's found support out wide. Vinicius Junior flashes it across. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Gravenberg. Szoboszlai. Gomez. Mohamed Salah. Eder Militao did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That looks a good ball through. Mbappe. He is Mbappe! A wonderful effort all by himself.
OK, credit him for his willingness to run at people, but you really shouldn't be afforded so much space down the middle of the pitch.
And he cuts out the supply. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Madrid leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Gravenberg. Gomez. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And this is Mohamed Salah. It is a corner, good chance. Liverpool have their second corner now. Isak! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Great vision. Vinicius Junior is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, well played, well played. Gravenberg. Pressing high and with purpose. And Gravenberg. McAllister aims beyond the defence. Valverde cuts out the pass. Defending was strong and firm. Knocks it into space. Well, that pass isn't the best. Oh, given away. Great chance! He scores! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Madrid are sitting pretty. Can he finish? That's a risky ball, and he's following up! Relentless! Just relentless! And they're at it again, in double quick time! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but...
Chance, surely! They've done it! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better.
Oh, what has happened here? Real chance! Sticks it away! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
How many? Just how many? Madrid are having a ball here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
That has not gone well. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Now it's McAllister. Pass is just off target.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Swings in across. He's cut it out. Gravenberg. Madrid heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Tries to play it through. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Vinicius Junior. Can he get on the end of this? Great defending, strong and determined. Oh, that's a key interception. Oh, easy pickings there. He's a sharp little ball here. Looking to play him in. Tries a shot! And he couldn't quite make it 6.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Well read, nice interception. Engages and forces him off the ball. Isak is onto this. Looking for options for movement, and that could set him on his way. Oh, he'll be annoyed with himself for not getting there. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Isak. Liverpool have a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. Mbappe.
6 minutos de descuento.
And it's McAllister. Oh, that was vital. That has ended up in no man's land. And here's Isak. It's a pretty loose pass. Threads one in. That's a shade optimistic. Kirkes. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Madrid are dishing out a mauling here then. It's only half-time, but the game looks sewn up already. That gets things going for the second half. Szoboszlai. Kerkez. Played into the middle. Vinicius Junior. Gravenberg gets a foot in here. Now it's Isak. Tries to pass it through.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Liverpool needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
He has found the way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Plays it through. Pass somewhat off target. Konate. Van Dijk. Goes looking wide. Nicely weighted ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He's through here. He has a look up. Well read, and the danger is averted. Szoboszlai. Looking for the run. Can he finish? They've done it! Konate. Van Dijk. Szoboszlai. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Rodrigo crosses it in. Can he get it through? Gakpo providing an outlet on that flank. It's gone out for a throw-in. Looking to go deep, and he was alert to it. McAllister gets a good foot in there, out to the right. So we've reached the hour mark. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rodrigo in acres of space out wide. Gravenberg. Szoboszlai. Gakpo. Well-timed, excellent interception. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. It'll be a throw-in. Konate. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Van Dijk. And it's Kerkez. Can he get on the end of this? He's got away. Crossed into... He gets big! It wasn't a great header in the end.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Played into space. pinches it off him. That looks a decent ball. Rodrigo. Van Dijk.
That's going in strongly. You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. And it's Gravenberch. No, he's not getting any further than that. He's had it taken off him. Very nicely done. And here's Isak. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Not the most accurate pass. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Looking for a runner. And Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh no, what goes for a shot? No, it's wide.
Well, maybe he just got a tad excitable when he knows those moments need the coolest of heads.
Now it's Gakpo. Ambitious ball here. And that's an excellent interception. And that has not gone well. And here's Mohamed Salah. He's going for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Mohamed Salah concedes a free kick for that. He's in space and looking for options. And he's having a shot! He's put his foot right through that one.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Great vision. Oh no, that was never going to make it. It's a pretty loose pass. It's a searching pass. Now it's Isak. Knocks it into space. Decent chance! Rodrigo. That's an imaginative pass. Oh, that's clever. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Back into the middle. Mbappe! And that's a simple one for the keeper. Nicely shaped ball. Well, nicely intercepted. Now it's Isak. That has been cut short. Now that's well seen too. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And he's had a hit! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. So just 1 extra minute for stoppages. Looking for the run.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And time is up. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Mbappe, totally unstoppable today. Everything he touched turned to goals. Your final thoughts, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting.
So we're up and running. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I've always liked the look of Cole Palmer, Peter, who is a versatile attacker, but I think sometimes...
Can he finish? It's in! And the game springs instantly to life.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
That was a given, it always was.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
He's real chance!
Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And it's Fullet. Oh, no joy this time. He's a sharp little ball here, and that is expertly dealt with. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Aimed beyond the defence. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Beckham. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Mbappe.
Mbappe.
He is through. Chance! Tries to pass it through. Great defending, strong and determined. And he's intervened well there. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Madrid leading here thanks to that early goal.
And the score is 1-0.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Hernandez. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Oh, that's a key interception. And the pass is intercepted. Played into space. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Now it's Mbappe.
Mbappe.
He's got away. In towards the back stick. Cleared away. Haaland. Can he get it through? Well read. Nice interception. Now that looks a decent ball. Fired deep toward... Oh, what a climb! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Cafu. And he stands tall, impenetrable. Mbappe is in a really good position out wide. And Fullet! They've got to be quick to recover this.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Chips it through. And this is Totti. And the shot! And he hits the net. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Haaland really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both.
Oh, what a mistake! Not the most accurate pass. No, that's been intercepted. He's in a great position here. Hazard! Off the post! Crosses it in.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
It's a promising position, delivered with swing.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Mbappe clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Hernandez. Nicely weighted ball. No, it's come to nothing. Beckham. Cafu. Now, can they get him away? Takes a shot! That's a lovely, neat pass. Cafu spots it and intercepts. Looking for the run. Madrid have got it back and they'll have another go. That's a good run down the left. That is good alertness. Now he's got space here. Well, that has not gone well. Vardiol. Oh, can he get onto this? Now it's Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. Hazard. That's the keeper's ball. Tries to play it through. Can he finish? It's a pretty loose pass. Haaland tries a shot! Oh, he's going to be disappointed. He's gone for goal! And no one is overly concerned about that.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Haaland. He might be a chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Neuer trying to keep this in. Goes for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Madrid with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Climbs up big! Harmlessly behind.
Well, just too much pressure on him in the end, Peter.
Shoots! And it's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Madrid get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. And there's green grass ahead of him. Mbappe has it out wide and in space. Nice looking ball. And there's the end of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
And we are up to the break.
Well, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 24, Wilshere.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And the finish! It's bounced back off the post.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And there's the shot! And that certainly packed a punch. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Palmer.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
Stood up well to him there. Mendieta. And they're back on the ball again, looking to play him in.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
That's an imaginative pass. That's been cut out, well played. Ambitious ball here. Madrid come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Well, that pass isn't the best.
Ah, he's given it away.
Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Oh, this looks sharp.
Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It's a threatening ball. Madrid can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And he's being shifted off it. Great vision. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. That's a sharp pass. 60 minutes played. Cafu calmly anticipates. And it's made its way to him. Beckham. That is ended up in no man's land. Cafu cuts it out, engages and forces him off the ball. And that pass just didn't quite work. And he was quick to react.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's a shade optimistic. Bayer with the clearance. Van der Vaart. Oh, super. And a chance!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 2 then. Tries to get it clear. Just about within shooting range. The ball has bounced loose now. Looking for a runner. Pass somewhat off target. And he's quick to snatch it back. A probing pass. And this is Van Nistelrooy. That's a cute ball. Adams cuts out the pass. Van Nistelrooy gets flagged offside. That has been cut short, and it's Van Nistelrooy. Over to the left. Bayer claims comfortable.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Shapes to shoot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Now the ball in, and the keeper beats it away. Madrid perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Palmer. Charge, surely! It's there! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application.
Shot a goal! Sticks it away! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Oh, that's superb. Haaland! And that would have won it.
Well, for me, he seems to be playing with a lot more zest now. He does look the most likely to grab that second goal cushion.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Van der Vaart. What a throw in.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Knocks it into space. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pass is just off target. It's a searching pass. Cafu kept his eye on it, and he's there. Can he get on the end of this? Haaland. Oh, that was vital. He can get that clear. That pass has been well intercepted. Nicely shaped ball. Hernandez gets across to intercept that. Threads one in. He's had it taken off him. Adams gets over and intercepts. Adams makes the interception. Now it's Totti. And that's it. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, But they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations, and I think with confidence looking at...